ladies, welcome to this feminine energy flow. The feminine energy is rooted in feeling, emotion, and acting from the soul. So we're not going to really focus on alignment too much. We're going to focus on moving and activating our feminine energy through certain yoga poses, but going into them in unique ways and also ways that are unique to you. So you'll find and create your own movements through this practice. So with that being said, I do invite you to listen to my voice and be guided by my words, and look up if you do need that visual guidance. But I do invite you to close your eyes and really feel through these movements if you can. A woman in her feminine energy knows who she is and loves who she is. So I really want this yoga practice to help you find that feminine energy within you that will help you find yourself. So let's get on our mats and flow through our divine feminine energy. All right, so we are going to start in a seated position. And the first thing that we're going to do is close off our eyes and just become in tune with our breath. So being just nice and comfortable, don't worry too much about anything crazy. Do have a lengthened spine so we're not slouching, but nothing too crazy, not too much focus on that. I just want you to focus on taking deep inhales through the nose, filling up the chest. And then allowing it to flow out through your mouth. Deep inhale through the nose. And the air will flow out your mouth. One more deep inhale through the nose. And let it flow out. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up to the sky so your fingertips are facing the ceiling. You're drawing the shoulder blades back. You're lengthening through the spine. Inhale. And then as you exhale, cactus the arms, so creating a 90-degree angle with both your arms, and bring your back into a baby back bend. Send your gaze up slightly to the ceiling, opening up the chest, opening up the heart. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, find that baby back bend, cactus. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, baby back bend, cactus arms. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up to the sky again. This time, float your right hand next to your right knee. And then float your left arm up and over, coming into a side bend on the right. And then lift all the way back up and bring your left hand next to your left knee and float all the way over to the left. So if you want to look up just for a moment, just noticing how we can create a flow from side to side, keeping both sit bones on the ground, drawing the shoulder blades down, create a flowy like movement, just relaxing your hands and allowing them to kind of move with the air here. Nice and soft, nice and gentle, creating the lateral flexion in the spine. It's amazing for opening up feminine energy as well. We'll float from right to left one more time. And just inviting any movement that feels good for you and your body in this moment. Now inhale, lifting the left arm back up, but keeping the right hand next to your right knee. I want you to fold forward, almost like a cat-cow motion. You're gonna tuck in the pelvis, round the spine, and fold down without bending over. So you're just almost like someone's kind of punching you in the stomach. You're just rounding down and then coming back up. Rounding down. Inhaling up. Exhale, round. Inhale, back up. Exhale, round. Inhale, back up. Float your left hand down next to your left knee, and we'll do the same thing, lifting the right arm up towards the ceiling, and then we'll round as we exhale, bringing that right hand down, inhaling back up. Exhale, round. Inhaling back up. Exhale, round. Inhale back up. Last time round. Inhaling all the way back up. Bring both your hands up towards the ceiling again and allow them both to float down to your mat. We're going to come to a tabletop position. So bring your knees beneath your hips, wrists beneath your shoulders. Inhale, draw the belly button down towards the mat as you send your gaze out in front of you. Draw your shoulder blades down. Exhale, round the spine, finding cat pose. As you exhale. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. All right, so we're going to invite some movement here. So as you inhale and you arch the spine, you're going to bring your bum all the way down to your heels and floating down. And then as you exhale, you're going to round the spine, tuck the chin as you bring yourself up in a fluid motion. And then invite that arch back as you bring your pelvis back. So really just flowing through this cat-cow back into child's pose motion. And making sure that you're linking your breath. So inhaling as you go back. Exhaling as you come up. Now, if you want to take it a little bit further, feel free to come all the way into seals. So you'll just push your pelvis down, draw the shoulder blades back, widen your feet out, push and lift. Make sure you're squeezing your glutes here so that you don't put too much pressure on the lower back. And then you'll just push back. So you can add that on or just leave that part out. I do invite you to just close your eyes here and just move through whatever feels good in your body. If you want to do something totally different, that's okay too. Let's do one more round. Find a neutral spine. If you need to shuffle your legs closer together, that's okay. Just to find a little bit more stability, because we are going to do a balancing table. So inhale, send your right leg out long, and then your left arm out long too. So find balance here. Find something to focus on with your eyes. Inhale. And then as you exhale, I want you to reach back for your right foot and find tiger pose. And this is quite challenging, so if you do fall, topple over, that's okay. It's totally normal. But I want you to push your right foot into your left hand and then lift the leg up. So you're coming into a really nice heart opener and a back bend here. And this is amazing for activating feminine energy. And then I want you to push your hand and your arm back out and then float them back down. From here, we're gonna hug the right knee into the chest and come into a low lunge. Reach your arms all the way up to the sky. Tuck in the pelvis here so you feel a nice stretch in the front hip. Now, different from what I typically recommend, I want you to sink your hips a little bit here. Of course, don't do that if that's too tight here, but we are gonna be flowing through a little bit of emotion. So if you can sink your hips a little bit, see if you can just bring the pelvis a little bit lower to the mat. Inhale. And then as you exhale, we're going to push back, finding half split. Now this is a little bit of a balancing act as well, and we're going to float our arms back behind us. Inhale, find low lunge. Exhale, push back, half split. Really flowing through this movement, allowing your hands to be nice and soft, creating beautiful feminine movement through the low lunge and half split. Inhaling as you come up, opening the heart. Exhale as you bow down. One more time, inhale. Exhale, bow. From here, plant your hands on either side of your right foot. Tuck your left toe and find an easy twist. Float your right hand back and find tabletop position again. Find that neutral tabletop, nice long spine, pushing the shoulder blades away from one another. Inhale, send your left leg out long and your right arm out in front of you. As you exhale, reach back for your left foot and then push your left foot into your hand, balancing, finding tiger pose. Gently unwind and float your hand and your leg back down. Hug your left knee into the chest and find low lunge, tucking in the pelvis here. And then floating down into this low lunge. Push back, find half split. Your hands are floating, finding a movement that feels good for you right now. Linking your breath. And then plant your hands on either side of your left foot. Tuck your right toes. Find easy twists, reaching up to the sky. And then float your left hand down. Come to high plank and float all the way down to your belly. Bringing your hands beneath your shoulders here. Find cobra pose, drawing the elbows together, lifting the chest. And then exhale, float back down. Push back till you are sitting on your knees, and then we're going to find modified camel, so we'll be flowing through this movement. So come up onto your knees, and then you can bring them hip width distance. And then let's first find camel originally as it is, so we can get our backs used to that little back bend for a second. So tuck the pelvis in, send it forward, place your hands on your low back, draw your shoulder blades together as you send your gaze out towards the ceiling. So that's essentially what we're going to be doing. Now, I do recommend that you tuck your toes here and then see if you can just reach back for your toe, for your heel, and then lift your left arm up and over your body and then come all the way back. Place your left hand on your left heel, lift your right arm up and over your body, and then float back. And just find a movement that feels good for you here, flowing from this modified camel. And if you want to intensify the back bend, you can just untuck your feet so you'll go a little bit deeper. Taking it nice and slow, making sure that you don't stress your spine here. Activating your core. Last one on either side. And then float your hips down and then fold over your body, finding child's pose. Now I just want you to relax everything into the floor. Really melt into the ground. Allowing yourself to rest. Nurturing your body, nurturing your soul. Deep inhale through the nose. I invite you to stay here for the next few moments and just notice how you feel. And maybe if you want to practice this again, put on some music that you love and just engage in this flow and notice how music can really, really bring out the feminine energy. What I do is I just put on my favorite song and I just move, I just flow to that song, and an energy comes out of me that I genuinely could not create without my favorite tunes. So definitely try that out. I appreciate you so much for being here. Namaste.